must be curious about my life story, then let me satisfy your curiosity. I was born in 1863 in Lothen, Norway. I am the son of Dr. Christian Munch and his wife Laura. My family life was very difficult. I was sick and close to death more than once, and I was unable to go to school when I was a kid. When I was 5, my mother Laura died of tuberculosis. After that, my father sank into a deep depression. So my aunt Karen, my mother's sister, took over the running and the management of the house. Also, my sister Sophia died of tuberculosis. All of these tragedies compounded when my other sister go to mental hospital in her teenagers. It is not surprising that sickness and death left a permanent mark on my childhood. I later expressed it in my painting, The Sick Child. I left the school at the age of 16 and I decided to study engineering, but the following year I quit my studies and decided to become a painter. I exhibited for the first time in 1883 Autumn Oslo exhibition, and in 1885 I exhibited on Antwerp World Exhibition. During this period, I worked on three major paintings: The Day After, Puberty, and The Sick Child. Also around this time, I had my first ever true relationship with Milo Tello. I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with her. I abandoned the use of localized color and primary colors instead, because I think these color combinations have much greater expressive power. But in time, I didn't want to paint realistic backgrounds because I wanted to make people focus on feelings and thought instead. In 1889, I had my first solo exhibition in Oslo. It was very successful and led to me being offered a state grant to study with Léon Bonnat in Paris. But shortly after arriving in France, my father died. It sank me into a deep depression and heavy drinking, so much so I didn't paint for months. However, in 1890 I came back to Oslo and painted The Spring Day in Karl Johan Street. In 1893 I painted The Scream, which is an integral part of my Frieze of Life. The Frieze of Life is a series of death, love, angst, and illness, which is a truth of life. That's it. I know it was kind of full of tragedies, but it is the truth of life. I hope you like it and you remembered me when you hear the word of expressionism.